whatever year the album came out, the summer at the pool, that was like the anthem. That was the pool anthem. That album ran. It was only 8 songs. I went and looked back.
The old Virginia pool.
Yeah, and it just ran. It just ran. like soon as the tape in, you flip it over, play it again. Tape in, flip it over, play it again. And
Now,
it was
you know they had the cassette decks that the auto reverse and click clack.
Oh well, yeah. I forgot about those. Yeah, the auto reverse. Yeah.
Like, don't worry about it. It's gonna flip over. That new shit then.
That's like,
Technology's come a long way, hasn't it? Right?
You was that nigga if you had a 6-disc changer in the trunk, nigga.
Oh my god, that was like.
You was that nigga.
His family's rich.
Unsolicited opinions. Ooh, I love those.
Come on, nigga, let's go. I've been waiting.
All right, welcome to Unsolicited Opinions, Season 4. We got a true College Park legend in the building today.
Veteran.
Yeah, College Park veteran.
Let's get his rank right.
Right. We got Black-owned C-Bone
in the building.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. How you doing? No autographs. Security.
I just said welcome. Like this is my show now.
These
got
are my
you.
co-hosts. How you ladies doing? How you guys doing? This is my second. I'm a veteran.
You are.
You are a veteran.
So I'm a veteran. You feel me?
veteran.
In more ways than one. You are.
Say
Yeah.
less,
Yeah.
say less.
Exactly.
College Park veteran.
How y'all brothers doing this evening?
We are doing fine, sir. Thank you for coming on with us this evening.
Oh man.
Doing this again because we messed the first one up.
Hey, take 2.
It takes a man to
Yeah.
say it's his fault.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to admit when we was wrong, but I'm happy you was a good sport about it, and you was like, I'll give you another chance because I know you're a busy man. You know,
I mean,
you got better things to do. Be hanging out with us.
No. Let's be correct.
Right.
If you guys was on Lakewood, if you guys was on Old National, if you guys was downtown Atlanta, but you guys like in Ross, yeah. So it just took me a little longer to come back out here to Ross. That's all.
I thought you would never come back. No, don't get twisted. I was like, Chris, we lost him.
Yeah.
Like, you know how much
Like,
it took for
damn.
him to get him out here? I know he got better things to do than come up here and do this.
No, man.
Yeah,
I'm
and
supporting my partners, man.
I'm going to show my appreciation. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, homie.
And listen, guess what? They know how to make me smile. Yeah.
So if you want a book, see you on just Hennessy, two bucks. Hold on, we'll send you the rider.
We got College Park discount, so I'm sure the rider's a little bigger.
Big discount.
We got big discount.
50 wings and 2 bottles. That's it.
Okay. Where would you get the wings from? Quick question. I'm curious. Like, what's your spot?
Let me see. Where will I go these days to get the wings from? It really ain't no spot no more.
You don't have a favorite wing spot?
Not no more.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of hit or miss pretty much
I
everywhere.
go to Wheat. What is it? Wings of Wheat. It's in Mount Zion. They're pretty cool.
That's a glowing endorsement. They're pretty cool. If you want some pretty cool wings.
It's a new Crickets off Cascade. They said this dude is over.
We about to controversy here.
He took over the. You might know the dude. He took over. He bought the old Crickets. The one legendary.
The one down Cascade.
Cascade.
Yeah, near the West
By
End.
Beach.
Yeah.
Right. He took over there. So they say I got some good wings over there. Or I might go to K Wings. Or I might go to Wing Depot. It depends.
Depends where you at and what's going on.
What you feeling like?
Whoever
What you feeling like?
got them honey hot motherfuckers like crispy with lemon pepper sprinkle. That's where I'm going.
Hold on. What's your flavor? Honey hot.
Honey hot like crispy. Lemon pepper sprinkle.
Light crispy.
Like,
You gotta tell them right.
I can see a dude standing agrees. What is like crispy?
No, you gotta-
Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That'd be intimidating by that. What is like crispy?
And then, you from Atlanta when you reach back up, you say light crispy now.
Like
Is that that's I guess that's in between burnt and
But see-
like raw.
See, but you know where I get that from? Like
Where?
traveling on the road when you get wings in other cities.
right?
You don't want to say crispy because they're gonna burn them.
They gonna burn the fuck
So
out.
light crispy mean they ain't gonna be raw when they come out. They ain't gonna be rubber.
That's, I know, Man.
Because they're going to be, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be them.
I wish I had the more you know button. The more you know.
This nigga making chicken wing orders like Starbucks. Like they be like, Corey. He's like, I had a light crispy, honey hot, lemon pepper sprinkle.
To go.
Because because his theory is right. Like, because you know, everybody can't cook wings, and some people be dropping them frozen, so the insides don't be cooked all the way. You know what I'm saying? So he's right. If you do order them like light crispy, that means they're gonna actually cook them till they're perfectly done.
To avoid all the back and forth,
right?
Just go ahead and tell them like crispy.
Yeah.
And also when they cook them with sauces on them.
No, that's a bad move. No, you toss the sauce. Yeah, you toss it afterwards.
Yeah, what I'm saying when you know they're gonna put like a sauce on them.
Oh,
tell them crispy.
Why is that?
Chicken education.
So they won't be flimsy.
Yeah,
sauce is gonna soften the crispy.
Ain't nothing worse than a flimsy one. I had never had anybody describe a wing be like.
You ever had a wing with the crispy that is, you know what I'm talking
about? a limp wing.
I ain't gonna go there, but you know what I'm saying. With the wings,
that's one adjective I've never heard nobody use to describe a wing.
It's like the fried shrimp and a lot of sauce, but on it, you just pick it out, the batter fall off. You like this shit.
Okay, not that part. I know what you're talking about now.
So if the batter come off, it's like a waste. It's like a boneless some shit. Yeah.
But I will describe if I come across it again, I will be using some flimsy ass wings. Flimsy ass wings. I'm bringing this shit. I've never heard the adjective used to describe wings,
flimsy wings.
But it does. It applies. It applies in that situation.
Soft, all in the same category.
Yeah, just flimsy.
For those that don't know, we got a Purple Ribbon All-Star Dungeon family member here. So I want to get into a little bit of your history and then go to your new projects that you got coming up. So once again, Black-owned C-Bone.
I'm doing my Lee Corso way.
Yeah.
Lee Corso when he put the hat on.
And also a sports enthusiast because the fact that he knows that's funny.
Right.
So just tell us, how you get started? How you got started in the rap game?
Oh man, let me see. Whoa, man, I'm trying to do. I want to go back.
Yeah, it's your story. It's your story.
It's your story. Like how you start rapping? What when you make the decision that I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna rap.
Well, honestly, I always rapped. You know how you always like you rapped in this.
We all did. We all did. That's our generation. Yeah.
Like I can freestyle. I can do this. So okay, that's a couple of years. That year. So I didn't really start rapping until I was 21, 22 years old. Right. So it was I got a slogan when I say from trapper to rapper, Cascade to Old National. It was trapper first, and then I fell in love to be a rapper. I can explain that. That sums it up a little bit.
That's a lot of people's transition.
I was about to say that's a proven road.
No, it wasn't proven before he did it. It wasn't proven before he did it.
Before I did it, it was never heard of. When I was doing it, my era, it was either you this or you that. It's like the rappers love the D-boys, the
D-boys love the rappers.
Right.
It wasn't the gang rapper. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't.
Then the cultures melded.
Right.
They just melded together.
So at that time, I was trapper to rapper. So Mr. DJ, I went to Banneker High School with him. I went to Banneker together.
Yes, we did.
We stayed off Creel Road, and I stayed off Creel Road, that little blue house on the corner, and he stayed in that neighborhood across the street. I forget the name of that neighborhood. Him, Jay Jones.
Creel.
Tony O'Kelly, R.I.P. Tony O'Kelly.
Yep.
You bringing back some memories.
Tova stayed over there too.
Oh,
so
shout out.
They stayed in the neighborhood over there. So DJ used to make me my little mixtapes. Not little mixtapes. That's disrespect in Atlanta. He used to make the mixtapes.
Yes, right. Exactly.
Right. He made mixtapes back in the day, and I got the bug. I moved to Dallas, Texas, my senior year in high school because I got in a little trouble down here in Atlanta.
Well, that happens.
So I moved to Dallas, Texas.
Don't we all?
From when I was like 17, 18 to 20. In my 20 years, when I got back to Atlanta, I found DJ again and started hanging out with DJ, and we started,
making tapes.
I say that, making transactions, tapes and stuff, and
something like that.
I met
exchanges.
I met Big Boy and Dre actually through DJ, and the rest is history. I just started hanging around Outkast, and actually I caught the bug hang around them.
Because, I mean, I could imagine seeing it, being in the mix and actually seeing what was taken. Because that was a big time in Atlanta music,
Yeah,
that era.
It was amazing.
That whole era, right? I mean, it was like...
It was like watching them, do their thing and put their life story on paper, and you see it come to fruition.
And to have a front row seat like you did.
Yeah.
It's
like okay,
yeah.
I want to try this.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I
don't want to do this no more. I want to do
this.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but honestly, you weren't doing bad. Like you had you had the same Q45 Nas had when Nas had it.
That's one of my memories of him. We went with Jack the Rapper. We was downtown, and he pulled up with that Q with them 5 stars on it. And we was standing on.
I was the first brother on the south side with a 20-inch rim.
I was like, oh, that shit's so hard.
Now, shout out to my boy Chris Lucas. Chris Lucas actually sold me that Q45. Shout out to Chris Lucas.
I remember that. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
Luke,
right.
Yeah, Luke did that.
Luke couldn't believe it, man. Luke, man. I said, Luke, I want to buy your car. Luke said, you want to buy my car? He said, yeah. I said, how much is it? He said, he sold it for like $10,000 or $12,000 or $13,000, something like that.
On the spot.
On the spot. No. So I said, yeah, I want to buy it. He's like, yeah, it's $12,000, $13,000. I was like, okay, I want to buy it. He was like, you want to buy it for real? I said, yeah, I want to buy it. I said, give him about either 30 minutes to an hour. I met him up again. When we met up again, I had all hundreds. So I just gave him money.
Wow. I remember. I mean, he told us you bought it. Yeah.
That's family. He
told us.
But then
he didn't say it was all night.
He didn't say you be skating up and down Old National like that.
Yeah. Put them things on
them things. Like nobody had seen. Like Q4, it was like new to our market. The Infinity,
I'm saying the only people I knew had one was him and Nas.
And I had a Cherokee on 20. Was it 21? Yeah, it was 21 because nobody had 21, and that was up on the Cherokee, bro. Like, man, and they used to call that Cherokee the skate. So it was back in those good days, like
Southside stores, baby.
Ryan Rims real good down on National.
Right,
it's trappable. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
they used to be the thing to ride up the net on some rims. Now.
Man, come on now.
Car wash.
Hell yeah.
Is that car wash still? I'm sure it's still there.
With your car wash.
Oh yeah, but
that car wash still there.
Across the street from Crystals, I'm talking about. Yeah.
My old lady was thinking about buying. She said she was talking about buying that motherfucker.
I mean, it'll get work.
I mean, it's been there for what? Since we was kids.
Yeah. They just closed the Blimpie like last year.
Really?
Yeah, they closed.
That's what JJ's is. That ain't the Blimpie. I'm trying to figure out. I've been trying to figure out what JJ's chicken is on FC. Y'all ain't seen it. You seen it yet?
I ain't seen the JJ.
It's a building. It's JJ's on that, but I'm trying to figure out what building it was.
Nigga, because I don't never pass the China cafeteria. I get the China cafeteria. That's
China's still there.
Oh, yeah. We know. Oh, every time I go to South Side.
I don't get any further down.
It's right up in there, though. So I was trying to figure out, can y'all name it? Because it was Pizza Hut.
And Churches was right in the middle.
Church is still there.
Yeah.
See, I don't make it past
China cafeteria. Because every time I
I always stop and go get me a house
special, baby.
House special. Braised wings.
Yes. House special kept me alive for a long time.
But you gotta go to that China cafeteria over there off Cascade. Pass.
Yeah, pass. Come
Kroger.
Oh, there's another one? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know about that
they
one.
They got the best braised wings in Atlanta. No cap.
Yeah. There's another spot.
No,
they got another one.
It's on Cascade?
$6.95 lunch special. About 8 braised wings, shrimp fried rice, and a lemonade.
Oh, you get a drink too?
Hell
my God. $6.95. You can't beat that. No, you can't beat that, man.
No. Chicken rice, $6.95. Shrimp rice, $7.95.
Because we always do the same thing. You half of it, and then not full, and then about 30 minutes later, you dust out the other half.
Other end of Cascade.
Yeah.
Not that end, but the other end.
You got a endorsement deal with them?
I should. Yeah. Should them braid wings fire.
Oh, man.
All right, so Corey, tell me,
right.
Before you came up with C-Bone, did you have any early rap names that you discarded, or is this?
Let me tell you how C-Bone came about.
All right.
Now this one I ran with Brian McCrae.
Oh my goodness,
Ryan
I heard that name.
Mosley,
that's my homie, man.
Jermaine Edge, Larry Tucker.
Wow.
I might even throw. Was Tommy out there?
That was the squad.
Yeah. So we had a contest back then. We used to call boning. Like, what? So y'all remember them days? Like, man, did you bone? Did you bone? Y'all remember them days? Like, I bone.
This is taking me way back, man. This take me way back.
This is real point of real shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is point of real shit for real.
So we had a whole thing about we was like ask each other like that. We would talk to a girl. We're like, boy, did you bone her? Did you bone her? Did you bone her? So we had a contest who could knock the most girls off. So they say I won. They say.
You ain't had nothing to say. They say.
He wasn't keeping his stats and shit.
So that's how the name.
I was so committed to the game. I didn't care how many points I scored.
I was about winning. It's all about team. Me. I'm the team.
Man. It's just a blessing. You know, God bless me with this. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. You can't turn that into a blessing. You can't go from talking about boning and be like, hold on. It was a blessing.
Yes, the hell he can.
Listen, if you're not paying, taking, or begging, and it's given to you, it's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Think about what
I had no argument with that. Man, you are correct, sir.
Think about what I'm saying,
you
man.
are correct.
But that's how the name C-Bone originated.
Okay. Oh,
So that's
I never knew.
And the
But
name,
I forgot we used to say that a lot. Like, yeah, you bone?
Yeah.
You bone that?
and the name Black On, I got the name Black On from Andre 3000. I actually had wrote a rap, and the rap was like, so many success stories, they should call me Black On C-Bone. Meaning that, as we talk about the trap or in the rap, like, I done put so many people on, they should call me Black On C-Bone. So I heard, it was in the rap, and so Dre heard it, and he was like, hey, man, that should be your rap, man. I was like, what? He was like, Black On C-Bone. I was like, you know what? I always listen. You listen to wise people.
Why not?
Like,
I
you know
mean,
what?
yeah.
The rest is history. So it's been Black on C-Bone for like 27 years. And what's so crazy about me using the name Black On, my old man just like always asked me, like, man, you know, like maybe your career ain't really, you know, took off because you're using the word Black On. And I was like, you know what? You might be right, but that's me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can't change it.
I don't.
But,
Yeah, about to say I don't think that's something you compromise on.
And
Yeah.
fast forward to this day in 2023, Black On is a major word in our society. Right?
Yeah, yeah, and
It's like,
It's a part of you now.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
You got a lot of tags.
Oh yeah.
But you know, you mostly known as
Black
on
on
C-Bone.
Yeah.
Black on C-Bone.
But he Dope Story Cory.
AKA Dope Story Cory. AKA Corporate Cory. AKA Inventory Cory. AKA
Inventory Cory.
AKA Corporate Cory Algorithm Andrews.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. I saw
That's
that.
the new one.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna ask you about that.
The Algorithm Andrews. That's my that's my 1 RPM. I'm also an A&R at 1 RPM.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Streaming distribution company. So it's a company where, you know, the record business has actually went to streams now.
I mean, they had to.
So if you hear the word streaming, like streaming has turned into real good money. And we're a company that we sign a lot of good streaming artists. Meaning, like, if you heard of TuneCore, DistroKid, any you heard them boys in the hood, so I'm on all these platforms.
Yeah,
right.
So we are at 1 RPM. We are a mega system for all these platforms. So we are the largest distribution company in the world at this point.
Okay, so what I'm gathering, Brian's kind of explained this.
Come on, break it down.
He kind of like, it sounds like they're like the equivalent of Anchor. Remember how we signed up for Anchor and Anchor put us out on different platforms?
That's what I was about to allude to. I was going to say, like, he's a focal point. Like, if you got something you want to get out to the masses, come through us because we have all the connections.
All the streamers, all you kids out there that stream your music with DistroKid and TuneCore, come to 1 RPM. Trust me, we got a better system. We got a better back end. You have a 22% increase in your revenue as soon as you sign up with us.
And you you're doing A&R for them, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is, I mean, why wouldn't, like, in this day and age, like, I'm about to say everybody's on multiple platforms anyway. So if you find one, if you have one,
it's a new world for me because there's a lot of new artists that I've never heard of that are actually rich from streaming.
Yeah,
and like,
you couldn't believe it. It was like, yeah,
there you go. That's the word. That's what I was telling myself. I couldn't believe it till I got over there, but now I believe.
And that's why I hate when people be dumping these young kids just because they found a different way to get money, and they getting money, and they figured it out. They figured the system out.
And it's also YouTube too. So
it's a lot of different platforms, but they figured out. You know,
when I bring you guys through our system, Unsolicited Opinions, through y'all podcast through our network,
right?
Y'all see the revenue. We'll get y'all monetized, and y'all gotta get monetized. That's
Okay,
it.
and I am all about that.
Yeah.
It's game, man. Hey, man, $69.99 for this motherfucking game, man. Black on Sebo, aka Dope Story Cory. Man, we in the building. What's happening, man?
Because I saw that there was a new, venture that you had started. But, before you started with, what's it, 1 RPM?
Yes, sir.
You don't, let's talk about your Dope Stories line, though. You got a whole clothing line that
Oh,
we ain't talking
man.
about.
How did that come about? Why you decided you were going to do that?
Man, actually, Dope Stories actually started from a hashtag. Like, y'all hashtag right here.
Right, yeah.
So, like, when I used to be on social media, like, on people's pages, like, I got tired of leaving comments. So, I was like, if it was a story that was dope, I just put Dope Stories, hashtag Dope Stories.
That's not where I thought it would have originated from. I had a whole different theory.
Look at me in the camera. Hold on. You gotta go back to the camera. Now, you got a point. I'm gonna tell you how you get out the box. Okay?
Right.
So how I got out the box, because I knew people would think that because of, trapper to rapper type of
Right.
shit, right? So what I make sure I let them know, this is about your life story. It's about it's like your mark, like your birth date and your death date. That mark, as the preacher said, that mark, it's your dope story.
That dash.
And I'm about to say, but no, it's the pronunciation of the word. Like, man, you be like, this is a dope story, or you be like, man, that's a dope story, or not the tone of how you say it.
No, if your story is about that and that's your dope story, that's your story.
That's your story. That's your
dope.
dope.
As long
Like,
as you
yeah.
succeed at
Don't
the
tell no
end.
whack stories up in here.
You got to succeed at the end and make it dope, though.
Like, you better tell the story. It better be dope.
If it ain't success at the end, it ain't dope.
No, it's not. It's not.
So how long have you had the clothing line? Because,
You inspired us. You inspired us to do this.
If people been watching our show, they know that the teddy bear had
the Dope Stories hat on. That was one of our first props.
That was one of our first props.
Yeah.
We had the Dope Stories. We had. And so
Teddy Rux been back there rocking the Dope Stories hat.
right.
That's my boy Teddy.
But like,
Now, how I come up with the, I'm actually.
Or how'd you start doing the actual clothing?
That's another dope story. So what happened?
Boom.
That's what I call me Dope Story Cory, but I get it now. I actually made it up, but I was like, man, you really made up a real good name, man. You got some real fast story. But anyway, fast forward. Why? And how I started the Dope Story clothing line? It was 2016. I got a call from my, which is my boss right now at 1 RPM, Orlando McGee. He is the manager of Organized Noise, which would be he's like do all the stuff for Dungeon Family.
you talking about Lando?
Lando.
Oh, okay,
Right.
yeah.
He said it like me and Lando be going to lunch all the time.
Yeah. So Lando called me. He was like, "We're doing the Dungeon Family. What's the big show that Carter do? What's his name? Motown them do. What's the One Music Fest? Right?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's Christian
Carter.
Ruffin, Christian
Jay Carter.
Ruffin and them.
No, Jay Carter. Jay Carter.
I thought it was the Ruffin's son from the Temptations.
I had no idea what you're
Anyway, it was
talking
a
about.
music fest. We did the
Right,
music
the
fest,
One
right?
Music Fest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did that, and then he was like, "You get an opportunity to sell your merch. Like all the performers, all the artists get to sell their merch." And he was like, "You need merch because we're about to do a pop-up shop." So dig that, hold that thought.
Right.
So I was like, "What the hell is a pop-up shop?"
Had no idea, huh?
Right. And I was like, "Man, I don't got no merch." So he's like, "We need to come up with something." And so I was like, "Oh, you know what? I be doing my hashtags,
Right.
dope stories." So I said, "I need to call Groovy, Tony Groovy, Shelly Groovy brother." So I said, "Let me call him Groovy because I was working with him, like selling his College Park hoodies at the time."
Right.
And I wasn't selling hoodies in there at the time, but I was just helping him move his shit.
Right. Because we all look out for each other.
Right. So I was like, you know what, my nigga, can you make me a shirt? He said, what you wanted to say? I said, my hashtag is Dope Story. Come up with something. So he actually made my logo, Dope Stories. I made 20 shirts. I made 20 shirts when we had the first pop-up, the Dungeon Family pop-up shop. And I sold 8 shirts that day. And I haven't stopped selling them motherfuckers since.
Yeah, because you was like,
No cap.
yeah, why not?
I was like, I'm on to something. I can,
Exactly.
If you sell 8 shirts the first time and nobody don't know what it is.
Don't even know what
Don't
it
even
is.
know what it
just
is.
buy
Yeah.
it, like, you'll be a fool.
And then when you put the story behind it,
So now, fast forward, I never knew what a pop-up shop
that was 2016.
Right. So I never knew what a pop-up shop was. Fast forward to 2020, I opened up a pop-up shop, a store called the Pop-Up Shop on Roosevelt Highway, 2459 Roosevelt Highway,
Please slide
College
through.
Park, Georgia,
Yeah.
30317B16.
Show your support.
You would not be disappointed.
Don't ask for the wolf, man. Ask for Dope Story Cory, okay?
And if I'm not mistaken, there's more than one brand in there, right?
Yeah, we got 7 black-owned brands. We
See,
have,
yes.
Free Game. We have Hero. We have Watch God Work. We have Bad Smith. We have Products of American Ghetto. We have Dope Stories, which would be
Dope Story Cory's.
Dope Story Cory.
Yeah, and then we have my boy DJ Lucky Calhoun got his brand, and then he have Luck Line. He does a lot of ATL host sweatshirts. Then we also have black-owned, not even just black-owned, independent vendors that want to come in and sell their own brand. Like they come in on Saturdays, we let them do pop-ups, and they sell out. And so we have a good time like that.
And so my understanding is y'all open every Saturday at the pop-up shop, but then there's some other times where y'all might be open during the week. But you let them, you let them know if they following you on the IG or something like that.
I'm really listen. Whatever time, it's like a trap, really. You need some.
You got that money.
The doors
I'm open.
will be open, but Saturdays, you are correct. Saturdays are our day from 1 to 7 p.m. We open from 1 to 7 p.m., 2459 Roosevelt Highway, College Park, Georgia. But during the week, if you get at me, if I know you want to get something, you call me, or I actually be there. So if you just want to pull up 4 to 7 p.m. during the weekday.
And check it out.
Yeah, and if you want some custom shit like this,
right?
Now, these boys make you something too. Now they can't get their pop up yet, so I get them over here.
We ain't got a pop up yet, but
we gonna go to theirs. Like
exactly.
If you can see
get
that
one vendor day.
If you can see the establishment, because he's talking like this, you can see the establishment.
So if you want some custom stuff, some one-offs, like we get, because he made me a one-off Kappa sweatshirt that was banging.
That Kappa home banging.
Yeah.
Any city in Georgia can have a dope story. So if you live anywhere, you can have a Roswell dope story. You can have a Calhoun dope story.
College Park
dope stories. Wherever you live in this great state of Georgia or outside of Georgia.
You have a New York, Cali.
Yeah,
I do a lot of business in Cali, Texas, and mostly Cali and Texas.
So is your brand online? Can people order this online?
MyDopeStores.com. What you think I'm playing?
See, I'm sorry.
I wanted to go across the screen to MyDopeStores.
I'll handle that.
Yeah.
I'll make sure.
And do it right with his hand too.
MyDopeStores.com.
Oh my goodness.
I got you.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Because I know there's a shop in, I'm not sure, is it Augusta or Macon where they selling your stuff in the shop?
It's a shop in Augusta. I did a pop-up shop. Shout out to Salam. My brothers out there, they got a shop on James Brown Avenue. Oh man, I hope I don't mess this up. Rebel Lion,
it's Rebel
Lion Urban Culture Wear. Shout out to my dogs over there. Rebel Lion Urban Culture Wear on James Brown Avenue in
Augusta.
Georgia.
You want to look that up? Just get it right because we can do it.
No, I'm right.
You sure? All right.
I did a pop-up shop out there with those guys about a month ago at a festival. It's pretty good. I had to go back to the block to see if I still had it. You know what I'm saying? I had the juice.
Right.
Made about $1,300 out of it for the people that know who I was. But,
so I'm about to say, let me ask you this: what advice would you give somebody who's trying to promote their brand? Like, what advice would you give to somebody who's trying to get their brand out there and get recognition on their brand?
Let me tell you the best advice I would give somebody: you got to have tough skin. You got to believe in yourself.
You got to be able to take no for an answer.
You got to believe in your shit. Fuck no. Like, okay, no is over my head. Like, I'm not even worried about no. I'm going for who gonna say yes.
I'm gonna keep pumping my shit.
I'm not gonna keep asking to talk to nobody who's gonna say no. I don't care. I'm gonna wait till somebody to come to me, and you know what I'm saying.
Right.
First, you got to be the brand.
Right.
First thing first, you gotta rock this shit. Like, man, this
you gotta make it look dope.
Come on,
and that's what I believe that. Yeah. I'm not gonna pump nothing. I'm not gonna wear myself.
Right.
Yeah,
but he didn't got to the point now because like I just saw that you got like a Dope Stories brand ambassador. My man, the DJ up at Banneker.
Shout out to my DJ, youngest in charge, DJ Brazy Beats, 15 years old, the hottest DJ in the world. He come out of College Park, Georgia, straight out of Banneker High.
Do you know what I like about that? The fact that that's actually a tradition that's carrying on. It's like we had Smurf. This is our tradition of DJs at Banneker, Fellwood, every year.
So guess what I did? Say that again. Say the first name you said we got.
A tradition?
No, the first name.
Fellwood?
No, the name.
You said Smurf.
DJ.
Smurf?
So Smurf came out at 1 RPM. I said, hey, Smurf, got this young DJ, man. When you see him on Instagram, I need you to holler. He said, yeah, holler at him. I spotted him the other day. I talked to him. I said, I need you to, carry him on and give him some advice. Like, yeah, woo. So I made the plug between them two. And when I told the young buck about Smurf, his eyes lit up.
Because he's a College Park legend.
I said, same thing you do. And you doing right now.
That's what he was doing back in the day.
That's what he was doing. He wasn't doing it the magnitude you doing that.
I told my kids because I went at so little, I used to go to Smurf's house after school and just sit here and watch him DJ.
Right.
Like it was something to do. Me and my cousin, we be in his house.
But let me tell you what the young kid got. The Smurf ain't got. He DJs doing the lunches. He has people come get the mic during school. I was like,
During school.
Like Smurf could only do the sock hop.
Yeah, we just sock hop. The sock hop was 6th period. Smurf would do that. But we did remember the breakdancing battles before school, though. Yeah.
Smurf was fire, though. So I actually plugged him and Smurf together. So I hope they actually
That's what's up.
work together one day, man.
And that's what I like about most of Atlanta artists. I know it's kind of changed, but they was always trying to help the next little artist come up, or they would look out for the artist that's coming up next, and they would do that. Like I felt there was a camaraderie between Atlanta artists.
I actually met that dude. I met him. I did a show at Stankonia with Scotty ATL. When we had a pop-up shop down there. His dad came and actually bought a hoodie from me. So the brand actually, my brand has brought me together with a lot of new, interesting people that I really fuck with. Because I'm an introvert, extrovert type person.
Right.
So I could be, and I can be missing him when my battery on the charger, like trying to get the energy back to come do that again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my brand is bringing me close to a lot of strangers. I say that as really good people though, because I don't really trust a lot of people. A lot of times, you know what
As
I'm
you
saying?
shouldn't. I mean, we all grew up guarded. We all grew up guarded because
It's just the way we grew
people
up, I would
had
say.
ill intentions,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we was taught that people got ill intentions.
Watch out for a fuck nigga. So you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I'm trained to go with that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We are very cynical. Like,
Right.
man,
So-
that shit don't sound right.
So when I met his dad actually bought a hoodie from that pop-up, the DJ kid he was brought up. And his dad was pretty cool. He's like, man, take a picture with my son, you know. And I took a picture with him, and I felt the energy, and I was like, well, I didn't know nothing about him. I just liked him off the top. Right. And once we, did the Instagram thing, followed each other on Instagram, and I told him keep going, do this thing, and then I guess somebody put him on game. He was like, you went to Bannock? I was like, hell yeah. I'm like, what you talking about, little nigga? You know what I'm saying? And once I gave him the business, I found out he went to Bannock and all that shit. I ended up going up to Bannock and taking some clothes up there. He had did a pet rally. I took him some clothes up to the pet rally.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I laced him up. And,
What's your class? What class you came
92.
I thought, yeah. Nah. I thought he was a lot younger than me. He's only one. No, I thought he was a lot younger than me.
No.
You're only one. I'm 91. Yeah,
Right, y'all 90.
You're only 1 year younger
But
than me.
you 90 or 90.
He's 90. He's 90.
I'm 90.
Yeah.
Because I called you 91 of that. Somebody like, no, holla at 90. I was like,
No,
damn,
holla at
old ass ROTC face ass.
Ain't it funny how 2 years make you older shit?
Yeah, sure
do. Back then,
I'll
yeah.
take that shit. I ain't worried about it.
Damn, I got you OG status too. Out there, holla at my man. You 91. We'll bump y'all in the hallway and shit. Got
Yeah. Y'all was cocky.
But y'all had Leroy Jock. Don't tell what I put on Facebook the other day.
Hold on. We talking about niggas like they was draft picks. Man, y'all had Leroy. Y'all had Jock.
Y'all had Dog.
Like
Y'all
y'all
had
class
Dog.
could beat everybody up in school. Y'all had that fighting class.
Yeah, I did though.
Yeah.
But I told somebody on Facebook that when Bud, R.I.P. Bud, Big Bud Westlake, man, R.I.P. Bud. I was thinking about moments at Bannock when I was thinking about Bud, and I was like, man, that was funny. Like, they took it to football, but I was talking about fighting. I was like, on the answer we had to Big Bud was Big Jock. Like,
Right.
Who gonna fight Big Bud at?
Jock.
And everybody pushing him to the front.
Right.
Because now if you're older, you think about it like how much pressure you was in to always be
And
the
Jock
dude.
like, man,
Yeah.
I ain't wanna fight
Yeah.
Jock. I don't wanna fight.
Nigga, I just want to go to lunch.
Right.
And they like, you represent the school.
Right.
You are Mike Tyson.
Right. So that's what I was talking about on Facebook. They started talking about football. I just left it at football and shit because it's good memories. But I was really being funny about like okay, is Big Bud come up here? Who gonna fight Bud? Jock. God damn it.
And it was like a unanimous vote.
So
The whole school to get voted me and shit. How you talking about?
all right, Chris. So when the schools merged, what district did you come from? The MD district or the Fairwood district?
MD Cougar, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
See,
Now, hold on. Let me tell you. My
Well,
brother,
you operated Burdette.
my brother
No,
graduated.
his brother was Fairwood.
My brother graduated from Fairwood.
right.
My sister went to Fairwood and MD. I was a SL Lewis, Meadows, MD baby.
Okay.
So I went from. You gotta realize
I went to SL Lewis too.
I went from Welcome Mall, Seaborn Lee.
You had Miss Flanori?
Who was that?
Miss Lenore.
Y'all remember fucking names.
Well,
Because she was my fourth grade teacher at S.L. Lewis. Because that's why I remember it. Miss Lenore.
I hated my SLS teacher. I ain't hate her. We tore her ass.
Miss Smith.
took
I had
her
Mrs.
ass.
Smith
We took her
too.
ass through that. We had a wild ass class. You remember the
The
white
fact
boys?
is, 1 year behind
You
me.
remember the
That,
white boys that stayed on top of flat shows on top of the Baswell?
I was talking about that
Yeah.
house in the corner.
House in
That
the
was
corner.
kind of like white trashy.
He was in our class. That white boy was crazy.
Y'all probably gave him the business. Oh, no, he probably gave y'all the business.
No, we gave him the business. Which a lot of us did. He was 6'5" and 220 back then.
Yeah.
With long, straggly hair.
I'm gonna get a disclaimer. Bully was accepted back then. Like we
Yeah.
well,
Can't cancel us for
you
20
can't
years
cancel
ago.
for 20 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
20 plus years ago.
Looking back on it, we did some fucked up shit.
I remember one time it was at St. Louis, man. I can't even tell the story. We turned the lights off, I think, and the dude was talking about, I'm going to close my eyes. I can picture this shit. It was me and Jermaine Edge in the class. We turned the lights off.
You give me that first and last names.
We hit, and look, the white one there was Timmy Baswell. We hit Timmy Baswell so hard in the head with that book. I don't know who threw it, me or him, but somebody threw the book.
And nigga bringing up all the salts.
Oh, shit. Timmy Baswell. That shit was funny.
Sorry, Timmy, you got hit with that biology book.
Timmy probably shared somewhere right now. So I got some for your motherfucking ass.
So where's Dope Story Cory at now? Pull up on this nigga.
Timmy, I came back to apologize, but your house was a gas station. I'm sorry. What I supposed to do? I came back, bro.
Oh my God.
I came back. I'm like, where the Baswells at?
I didn't say his house was a gas
This
station.
motherfucker Chevron now. But yeah, my brother went to film when I went to MD College, man.
Oh, so you go from the ND side.
Yeah. So I was there. Like I tell these young kids, I was there when it was the bricks. Like
So-
it was guard your grill, knuckle up.
Do you
Yeah,
remember?
nuts.
So you remember the merger year? The merger
I
year.
was there.
You was like every morning. Every morning it was a fight.
Fight.
Every morning.
Fight. We was out in the mud, the trailers.
Every morning.
Yeah, I remember our security guard, Mr. Deputy Dog. Hey man, go to school, go to class, man. Hey, man.
I forgot about him.
Hey, come on, man. Hey.
You go to class.
Go to class.
Man, I forget his name.
Like, he had the most passive approach. Hey man,
Hey man, like you gonna control all these goons talking like that?
Nigga, we
shit
finna-
ain't work.
But you know what? Honestly, it was the girls more than it was the guys, though. Because I remember the girls
My
coming.
sister them.
They had the padlocks with their fingers through the padlocks.
They got to fight one time. They had the pans, pots and pans everywhere in that motherfucker.
Yes.
I remember somebody put a brass elephant in a pillowcase and was swinging that joke.
I was trying to explain to my kids how the first year of the merger went, and they can't comprehend the level of violence that was going on. I was like, yo, it was like Battle Royal every morning. Like, when you got to school, you know some shit was going to pop off.
Right.
Like, yeah, you came to school on alert. Like, it was on alert when you got to career. Like,
I remember walking
yeah.
down the hallway and Jabril threw that dude through the library display case.
Real Clark. What up,
God.
boy? I know names, man. We were on the south side, man. We
Yeah,
said
the
whole
south
name.
side.
We know a nigga say his whole name.
Y'all know who we talking about.
Real Clark. What's up, man? Real was cockstrong, though.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
I remember me and Bria grew up together. I knew Bria before.
I got a Brill story. I don't know if I could tell. One night, me and him was hanging out, and he was fucked up, and all of a sudden, he like slammed to the ground and put a 22 in my face and was laughing. Like he was, ha ha! Like, he had a gun in my face. But you scared, ain't you, boy? You scared? And I didn't know how to react. I was just like, it's a real gun.
So we got to get a whole new section called Virginia Dope Story.
Like, Virginia got a lot of. When did you start coming over there?
No, you ain't let me finish. Welcome all. We left Welcome all. Left my mom and dad got divorced, and we moved to the west side to my auntie house. And moved from the west side, we came back to Old Savannah Townhouse.
Oh my God! I didn't know you stayed over there, Savannah.
Yeah.
I used to walk to the trail. Let me tell you who y'all should be
The
cool.
only black dudes was over there. Him and Curtis. Curtis.
Let me tell you who was cool. Who I was cool with in Virginia. The Seymours. Y'all remember the Seymour? Mark Seymour, the white boy.
Yeah.
Oh my! I forgot about
That was
that.
that's when I first started. He had me start smoking weed when I was like in 4th, 5th grade. We used to smoke. Nah,
He said fourth grade.
Nah, he had me doing snuff. I never passed out one time. I I did that shit and swallowed that shit and know you know.
Snuff. That's old school shit. Snuff.
And we were smoking weed. We were smoking leaves out of joint papers in the woods. And he taught me all the trail. I knew he had the motorcycles over there in Virginia, so I knew the trail. I knew all that shit.
I forgot about the Seymours. Where did they stay at? And
like you go through the trail. I remember coming from out.
He's not talking about the Massons. It was a Seymour, but who would? I'm trying to get a picture in my head.
He had an older brother too. He had an older.
Yes, I remember the name, but
they had all the motorcycles over there. You just remember the white boy with the motorcycle.
And for some reason that doesn't register with me. I don't remember that.
I do.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
He had the BB guns. He had everything. He was one of them white boys. Like he got everything.
Yeah.
He got food. He got toys.
You got that great Kool-Aid.
He got Kool-Aid. He got juices. No. You walk to the house. The AC is cold as hell. He got motorcycles.
Corey, you so right though.
This is the world. And this is the time my mom and dad split up.
Like, where you going? Where you going, Brian? I'm going over their house because the AC is on.
Right. So that's how we moved to Old Savannah. And we left Old Savannah, moved to Point Ridge. From Point Ridge to Pine Tree. Pine Tree to Camelot.
Oh, you stayed at Camelot too?
Yeah, that's where we ended Camelot. That's where Camelot had a good run in Camelot too.
Yeah.
Great run in Camelot.
Okay, I'm gonna ask. Is Camelot still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Vietnam, Camelot. Look, Vietnam. That motherfucker
it's still there, but it's barely holding on.
Is it bad? Is it bad over
there? That shit
there?
went from Dominique Wilkins to Corey Andrews. Trapped out. But you got. I went over there. Shout out to Scatterman OG Scat. This is. I went over to Scat House about 6 months ago. Scat's still over there. Scat's still holding it down now.
And Camelot.
Let me. Scat. I'm salute. My finger broke over here. Salute you to the hat, Scat.
So he's still holding down for the old school, old school College Park.
He a veteran.
He holding down. Period. He's the last.
He is College Park.
Yes,
he's
sir.
College Park.
Respect to the OG. I took OG a shirt over there about 6 months ago. It's called. He's only 2 shirts I got. Got this shirt. Mike Gaines got one. He from Camelot. He's paralyzed now.
Right.
And Scat. College Park OG edition Dope Story.
Like he earned that shirt. Like, he earned that shirt.
And I went over there with him. He's like, you got to realize. Listen how this story go. Me and Nat and all of us used to play football over on the field in Camelot, right?
Right.
So we were like 12 or 13 over there playing football, and he used to come home in his car. We was like, oh, they gonna Scat. He used to come home. We used to get that car like Scat, man. We used to be crunk. Like we throwing the ball. Like throw us the ball. He'll throw about 2 times. He's like, all right, little nigga, I'm going down and walk down his house. We was like, whoa. But that was big to us, right?
Right.
Long story short, that's how OG is to me personally. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he's still over there. He's not going nowhere.
No,
Scat say own it.
Well, you know when certain people get a certain age, it's like, man,
yeah, but his mom, he done bought it. Shout out to his mom. I just love his mom. She bought it. He owned that shit. So Scat OG.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Well, I actually saw some. They trying to buy that spot out because.
Let me get to the shit though.
Yeah.
Scat said one time he was outside doing some work in the back. He said, man, some young niggas tried him and one nigga drawed down. Nah, he took a girl to the something. I ain't gonna tell the whole story.
Yeah.
They drawed down on him.
Case not resolved.
No. He's saying like 14, 15, 16-year-olds drawed down over him. Like 3 of them got him at gunpoint. And he's like,
yeah.
That's how bad Camelot has gotten to this moment.
That's sad.
That's all I want to explain.
Yeah, and it used to be you couldn't even get in that bitch. Nigga, you had to talk to the guy at the front.
Like the security gate. Like
if you got in, it was privileged.
Camelot was upscale. Yeah, that was upscale.
We used to get fines and shit, man. Yeah. You couldn't go swimming. You had to have ID cards. You couldn't get
that's the same era I was always scared of Charlestown. Like I thought Charlestown was like they was like the boogeyman.
That was the Fano.
Stop it, nigga. Oh my God, the Fano.
That shot the Big Bud again. Big Bud shot.
Do y'all remember Down by Law?
Yes, sir.
I thought they was like
ABC and Down by Law.
I thought Down by Law was like the mafia. like them niggas get you anywhere you go. Like I had a legitimate scare of them when I first heard about them when I was young.
So you didn't go to Six Flags at all?
Yeah, but with my mama.
You kept that shit 100. So it wasn't no Halloween night for you back in the day.
No. Mom, hey mom, we going to Halloween? You just like, okay. You go, stay right here. Stay right here, Mom. I'm gonna get on this ride.
Hey, this is Rick Joyner of The Rick Joyner Experience, and you're listening to Unsolicited Opinions.